Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Malib Ismail, and today me and my group will present our 8 weeks of training program for track cycling. Without wasting any time, let's go. Before we jump to our main topic, I will introduce you to my group members. The first one is me, Muhammad Amir Malib Ismail, and the second one is Muhammad Amirul bin Arif. The third one is Muhammad Salman bin Muhammad Siddiq. Okay, this is general look of our periodization plan, and as you can see there are 3 phases: preparatory phase, competition phase, and transition phase. For physical preparation we will do on week 1 until week 3. For technical preparation we will do on week 4. For tactical preparation we will do on week 5, and psychological preparation we will do on week 6 until 7. So this is our training program on week 1 until week 3 that we cover the physical preparation. So the venue of this training session is gym and residential area. The objective is to increase the muscle strength and muscle endurance of the athlete. The equipment that we needed is sport attire and gym equipment. And the intensity of this training session is 80% until 100%. We will do 4 days of exercise and 3 days of rest day. So the first day is Monday. We will gonna do warm up, that is static warm up for 5 minutes. The exercise is burpees. We will gonna do 4 sets and 15 reps. Plank 4 sets and 5 minutes. Crunch 4 sets and 20 reps. Alternate arm and leg raise 4 sets and 15 reps. For cooling down, we were gonna do PNF stretching for 5 minutes. Second day is Wednesday. We're gonna do jogging for 10 minutes. The exercise is 10 km of cycling. The cooling down is light stretching for 5 minutes. For the third day is Friday. We're gonna do dynamic warm up for 5 minutes. The exercise is barbell squat, 4 sets and 10 reps. Deadlift 4 sets and 5 reps. Barbell glute bridge 4 sets and 15 reps. For cooling down, we're gonna do PNF stretching for 5 minutes. For the last day is Sunday. We're gonna do dynamic warm up for 5 minutes. The exercise is abs wheel roll out 4 sets and 10 reps. Dumbbell lunge 4 sets and 15 reps. Renegade row 4 sets and 15 reps. And the last one is calf raise 4 sets and 20 reps. For cooling down, we're gonna do PNF stretching for 5 minutes. Up next, I will show you the video example of this exercise.
She's going to take her time. She's going to break it down. Dropping, kicking the legs out, coming back, and just stepping up. She's going to do that slowly, just getting used to the motion. Then she's going to take it up a notch, adding in a push-up and a plyometric jump. So here's the full burpee, dropping, and then really getting some air, putting in the push-up element and the plyometric element. And there you have it.
And I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? So, initially, what we're looking for is to get under the bar and get this bar on our traps, right around here. Exact positioning. Now we're going to press up. Now, slow and controlled, we're going to lower that weight down. And our initial motion should be butt back and sit like we're sitting in a chair. Squat, back, pause, up. All right, squat, back, pause at the bottom, and up. One more time. Slowing the way down, squat, back, pause, and up. Okay? So
And I'm going to demonstrate for you how to do a plank. Planks are fun. The first thing you're going to do is get your body on the ground. And you usually want to do this with some sort of stopwatch so you can see how long you're doing the plank for and put it in front of you right here. What you're going to do is put your arms on the ground like this, put your hands together or out like that. And the reason why it's called a plank is you're going to have your body as straight as a plank during the whole exercise. So what you're going to do is go here, put your legs out straight like this, get your body straight, make sure your butt's not in the air, make sure your butt's not hanging down like that. Keep your body tight, flex your core, and stay as straight as a plank. And then what you're simply going to do is hold this for as long as you can. And you'll start to burn after about a minute, minute and a half.
Make sure that you're doing it the right way. So I'm going to show you how to use this ab wheel. For one of the first things you see a lot of people do, mistake, is that they'll just extend their arms out first. All what you want to do initially is take your hips out first, and then when you get out, extend your arms. And then crunch to pull it back in. You're not just coming out here pulling your arms in that way either, all right? It's a crunch to come back in. You want to keep your stomach good and tight the whole time, butt good and tight. And something else that's really important is you don't want to let your hips sag down, all right? You want to be up, nice and straight, crunch back in.
Stand straight up while holding a dumbbell in each hand at your sides. Place the balls of your feet on a sturdy and stable wooden board that is around 2 to 3 inches tall. You can point your toes in different directions for different emphasis. Your heels should extend off the back of the board and touch the floor. This will be your starting position. Now exhale and raise your heels off the floor by contracting your calves. Hold the top contracted position for a brief moment, then inhale and slowly lower your heels back to the starting position.
Into it, so he's going to step up to the bar, feet shoulder width apart, toes are across the bar. You should be able to count your toes on the other side of that bar. Now Brett, go down, let's go get that bar. Using a nice overhand grip here, you want to stay in that overhand grip. You're going to see a lot of people use what's called a mixed grip. That's fine when you get very heavy in weight. It's going to let you move larger weight, but you don't want to do that to start out. You want to train from this overhand position as much as you possibly can. Now note also his back position. His hips are lower than his shoulders. The one thing you're going to see a lot of people do, you're going to see their hips higher than their shoulders. Then you're lifting with your lower back. Remember, we never want to do that. You want to really use your hamstrings to get this lift to happen. Now he's going to set his lats. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. He's going to pull the slack out of the bar next. This is another little way to help set your lats, keep your back involved in this, because remember, you don't want your shoulders hanging out to dry to lift this weight. You want everything nice and tight, or your core needs to be hugely involved in this lift. Again, you want to protect your lower back. So he's got that nice core position, and now lift that weight right up. Squeezes his glutes at the top. Note that you're going to see a lot of people overextend. Show them what that looks like, Brett. You don't want to do that. You want to stay nice and smooth. Just squeeze your glutes at the top. Stand up in a good position. That's a deadlift. Put it right back down, Brett. Also, he comes down, he sets that bar. We're not doing touch and go deadlifts. We're trying to teach you a nice fundamental deadlift that you can use to lift heavy weight. This is the kind of exercise you can get a lot out of it if you're just doing 1, 2, 3 rep sets, because you can go real heavy, build that power on your backside, build a lot of strength. There you have it, the basics of the deadlift as you progress in this move.
I'm going to show you how to do a crunch. Grab onto the back of your legs. You're going to roll down slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Feet need to be flat on the floor. Knees can be hip distance or all the way together, wherever you're comfortable. Thumbs behind the ears, fingertips support the head, avoid lacing the fingers, putting pressure on the neck. Elbows out nice and wide, chest lifts. Chest is open, we're lifting up, crunching up slowly, and then releasing down. Repeating reps to fatigue if you've just begun. It's probably gonna be about 8 to 12. You're gonna rest 2 to 3 minutes in between your sets, and then repeat as you're comfortable.
Easiest way to get into position is to lay sit down and then just roll the bar over you. If doing this exercise, the bar hurts, you can put a pad on it. I choose not to use a pad unless the weight gets really, really heavy. So I'm gonna go in the middle of the bar, heels close to butt. Just like that. Now you saw the hip hyperextension, right? Maybe one more.
Start in a high plank position with your hands holding dumbbells against the ground underneath your shoulders. Place your feet shoulder width apart. Maintaining square hips and shoulders, pull the dumbbell up towards your armpit. Don't let your hips turn. With control, bring the dumbbell back to the ground. Reset your strong plank position and repeat with the other arm.
This next one, again, is going to help strengthen the abdominal and lower back muscles, which is going to help us in a number of ways. So Matt's going to put his hands palm down on the floor, knees and feet there too. And next, he's going to raise one arm and the opposing leg until his whole body, or that arm and that leg and his trunk, are almost completely horizontal and straight. Hold it there for 5 seconds before swapping to the other arm and the other leg. Now, strengthening the core like this is going to help in a number of ways. Firstly, it will help make sure that you keep your upper body nice and still and stable, even when you're going quite hard on the bike, so that all the power transfer is going out through your legs and not wasted by bobbing around. Secondly, it will also help address some imbalances which all of us cyclists will get from spending hours and hours hunched over the bike.
First thing you're going to do is grab some dumbbells, and you're going to stand with your feet about shoulder length apart. And keep your arms straight the whole time. You're going to keep a neutral spine the whole time. And what you want to do is step out far enough so that you have a 90-degree bend in the leg you're stepping out with, and so that your back knee is kind of towards or going almost past your back. So you're going to do stand straight and step forward, come down, so you almost have a 90-degree angle. Your back knee is almost touching the ground, and you can see it's kind of behind my body as well. So come down like this, and then push off with your toe to come back, and breathe out, and come all the way back. And then you can also alternate with it. You can do one leg at a time, or you can alternate. I like to alternate. So then same thing, step forward, come to a 90-degree angle, come in, come down, breathe out.
Okay, now we go to week 4 that we cover the technical preparation. So this session, the venue is residential area. The objective is to improve athletes' riding and handling skill. The equipment is sport attire and the athlete bike, and the intensity of this training session is 70% until 90%. So the first day is we're gonna do 13 minutes of cycling. The exercise is standing sprint, 10 sets and 10 seconds. Single leg drill, 4 sets and 30 seconds. For cooling down, we're gonna do PNF stretching for 5 minutes. On the second day, we're gonna do jogging for 10 minutes. The exercise is 15 km of cycling. For cooling down, we're gonna do leg stretching for 5 minutes. So the third day and the last day is we're gonna do 13 minutes of cycling. The exercise is the slalom, 10 sets, and track stand, 4 sets and 1 minute. For cooling down, we're gonna do PNF stretching for 5 minutes. Up next, I will show you the video example of this exercise.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Salman. I'm from NSR 1134A. My matrix number is 2020870672. So I'm going to present the week 5, which is tactical week. The venue of this tactical week is in the cycling track, which is to improve the athlete's tactics. The equipment needed for this tactical week is sport attire and bike. The intensity of this week is 80% to 100%. In every training day, the athlete need to do 3 sessions, which is warm-up, exercise, and cooling down. On Monday, in the warm-up session, the athlete needs to do 30 minutes of cycling. In exercise, they need to do 1 round of sprint, and they need to do 5 sets. And then 1 round of standing sprint, same, they need to do 5 sets. In the cooling down session, the athlete need to do PNF stretching for at least 5 minutes. On Wednesday, the warm-up is static warm-up for 5 minutes. Then the exercise is 2 round sprints, 4 sets, and then 2 round standing sprint, which is also 4 sets. In the cooling down session, same like on the Monday, they need to do PNF stretching for at least 5 minutes. On the Tuesday, the athlete need to rest, and on the Friday, the athlete need to train again. During the warm-up session, they need to do 30 minutes of cycling, and the exercises is 3 round sprint, 3 sets, 3 round standing sprint, 3 sets. In the cooling down session, same, they need to do PNF stretching for at least 5 minutes. On the Saturday and Sunday, the athlete need to rest and recover themselves. That's all.
Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul bin Arif. My matrix number is 2020472096. Now I would like to present about week 6 to week 7, which is psychological. Okay, the venue for this week, the athlete's home. The objective is to keep the athlete's motivation up and be positive. The equipment, no equipment needed for this week. Okay, for the Monday and Tuesday, the athlete just do self-imagery and self-talk. Top athletes use imagery extensively to build on their strengths and help eliminate their weakness. To complete more effectively, imagery not only helps athletes to regulate the anxiety they experience during competitions, but also help athletes to stay confident, focused, and mentally tough. Okay, for self-talk, the positive self-talk is about blocking negative stuff. For example, develop awareness of how well you perform and praise yourself accordingly. Okay, for Wednesday, the athlete just do self-belief and limiting belief. For self-belief, just tell yourself that you are going to play well and succeed in your goals. Remind yourself of the physical and mental skills you possess that make you a unique athlete and which provide a base of confidence no matter how you are performing any given day. Okay, for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday is competition day. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
So on the last week of our training session, that is week 8, that will cover the transition phase. We're gonna do some recovery. That is on Monday and Tuesday. We're gonna do ice bathing for 13 minutes. On Wednesday, we're gonna do some slow ride, and Thursday until Sunday, that is rest day for the athlete. So the venue is the athlete's home, and the objective is to let the athlete to recover after the competition. The equipment is only bike. Okay, so that's all for our group. I hope that you enjoy, and thank you.